We're going to have more and more overseas electricians. We just don't have the training facilities, we don't have the numbers of young guys coming through.
The numbers are well down in terms of trainees, and that will manifest itself in years to come if we don't carry on with that training now.
We've got to get children back to learning how to use a hammer, how to use a drill.
The workforce that we have is highly skilled, but they're also not getting any younger. I've got guys who will be looking to retire in the next 2 or 3 years, so I have to replenish that somehow.
First year apprentices are a cost, but they're also an investment. And if you look at them as a long-term investment, then you would naturally look at actually training them during the tougher times to be ready when work does pick up.
The electrical training company was formed, and they've done a grand job in the training of young electricians. That is your future as well. It's the future of the industry, so we've got an obligation to the industry to continue to train.
One of the things that we are doing to combat that is to make sure we're taking on a regular supply of apprentices.
We always want to have apprentices. We've got to have that blood coming through all the time.
We train 3 or 4 each year over a 4-year cycle.
Good hands-on, I suppose that's what we want to see. And then they're able to understand and get out and do things logically and practically.
Safety requirements are now getting so stringent. We have to put a lot more training in place with our staff.
With Christchurch, with Rugby World Cup, with leaky homes, with house shortages, we're going to have a skill shortage.
Only something like 50% of the industry actually train apprentices. One of the major challenges is to get that skill base and have those people available to do the work.
We don't have the number of tradespeople wanting to stay in the country. It's so easy for a tradesman to look to Australia and go, hey, I can earn more money over there, let's go.
I would say to those companies that lose their apprentices immediately after they finish, look at yourself. What are you doing wrong?
We've got a good group of boys there. They're always going away. They're always off to the UK on us, but usually they come back.
They might go across and do their OE, or they might go and move out of the town. If they come back to you, you know you're doing something right.
Where are the skills coming from? If we didn't have immigration, the electrical trade wouldn't be what it is today.
Looking offshore we've done previously, which has been quite successful for us.
You can't buy electricians anymore. You've got to either train your own or start bringing them in from overseas.
If you were to look at our staff list, it's a league of nations.
Training's important, but as a company we'll be looking offshore.